Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about the second assassination attempt on the life of Donald Trump. All right, so we had an assassination attempt a month and a half ago. Just seemed to blow away in the breeze of the news cycle. I swear, it was like it disappeared. It was like, yeah, that's America. And so this is really fascinating. I had a very nice conversation with someone on Facebook recently, and it was a political conversation. And not always those usually don't go nice. In fact, the Herald, like on the other side, the person was like, "Oh, German mustache man." I'm like, that doesn't just win internet. Like that doesn't win internet skirmishes. Like, come on. But we were being civil, and the conversation continued over time, and there seemed to be a genuine desire on both sides to understand why. So, like, I'm looking over there and I'm like, how could you possibly vote for Kamala Harris? And she was looking over on my side and she was like, how could you possibly vote for Trump, right? And so then she said, and she went into it and she said, trust and believe. The young people will save Kamala, right? And they're all going to vote for her. And I was like, why do you think that? She's like, active shooter drills. All these young people have had to go through these active shooter drills, and in America, we think this is normal. This isn't normal. And these kids they're going to punish the Republicans for this. And I'm like, I think you're wrong about all of that, right? Like, I think you're wrong that you think you understand young people, right? Like, the one thing we understand about young people is they don't vote. Like, this has been proven time and time and time again. They'll talk to you about, the election. They'll think about the election. They'll be sad about the election. They'll be excited about it. They certainly won't vote. Not at 51%. I don't even think at 33%, right? They just don't vote. They don't show up ever, right? And the young people will save us is the Democrats' siren call. It is the rocks that they get called to every time, right? Like, oh, don't worry. Young people are going to vote this time. They've never voted it before. But this time, oh, yeah. Never happens. Never, right? Like, but what's really wild is, I was like, you think the kids are upset by active shooter drills. I don't think you understand kids. I really don't. I don't think you understand kids at all, right? Like, because I think it's more likely kids are like, if you took them away, they'd be like, remember the days where we just got to go out and look at the sun when we were supposed to be doing math? Like, it's, and the reason why we're talking about this is, she was like, this isn't normal. I'm like, no, America is not normal. We don't even have a goal of being normal, right? The rest of the world can schlub around and do whatever they want. In America, kids have active shooter drills all the time. It's part of who we are. It's part of what we do. It's why Putin could never exist in America. That dude get in the right quick in America, right? If Americans don't like what you do and they don't want the leadership you're bringing, they're going to come for you. That's what Americans do, right? And it's just, and we are seeing it. We're literally seeing it right now, right? Like, and the Secret Service is like, no. This person is president. I don't care about your noise. We're going to stop this. And the Secret Service has done a tremendous job of keeping these people safe. And they always will, right, at this point. I think the days of John Wilkes Booth are done. Ain't no hack's going to be able to get this job done, right? Like, that's not going to happen, right? And the reality is, everyone who runs for president deserves 100% safety, and no assassination attempt should ever be successful or even be attempted, right? However, the structure of America, we've reached a point where, another assassination attempt, this will be done in 2 days. I don't even think this will last 2 weeks. People are like, in fact, I think it's done now, right? Like, people are like, oh, okay, well, whatever. The last one I'm going to say, and then my last point in this video on it is, I don't think people understand. Like, the calculus on the Democrat side is completely, the political calculus is completely wrong. They need to do political calculus, and they're doing political geometry. They don't even know what the problem is, let alone how to get to a solution, right? That's the problem with the Democrats. They don't know what form the problem is even staged in, right? They're using geometry to figure out solutions, and calculus is needed, right? And so here's the so you're like, is this going to help president? So this second This second assassination attempt is going to massively aid Donald Trump. And the reason why is people are like, man, people really hate this guy. And most people, they know the opposite of love is not hate. Everyone is passionate about Donald Trump, right? They love him or they hate him. People neither love nor hate Kamala Harris. She is safe, right? People, like, we have multiple people in America is like, Donald Trump will save the world. I have to nix him to get this so that doesn't happen. Everyone's like, Kamala Harris will change nothing. I have no interest in attempting. You're not even worth an attempt, right? Like, that's where we're at. And that's why Donald Trump is going to virtually crush Kamala Harris on the second. Nobody cares. Nobody has even a hope that she will change anything. Everyone knows you get her, it's Biden's time to worse. Like, nothing will change. Nothing will change. Everybody knows Donald Trump gets in again, the whole world changes. And people either hate him or love him. People don't love or hate Kamala Harris, and in the middle will not generate or push a single vote. And if you think I'm wrong, I got 2 words for you. Tim Walz. Good. Kamala Harris is a silent surrender. If there was any possible way you could ensure that your VP pick didn't earn a single vote, I'm telling you, Kamala Harris campaign is a complete silent surrender. Nobody even cares enough. Like, people are like, "Ooh, Donald Trump, better get rolled, get my attempt on," right? Kamala's like, can I get a little of that action? Right? Like, it's like nobody cares. Nobody cares. They don't love or hate, right? And you can't win anything if no one loves or hates you, right? She's in the middle, right? And in the middle don't matter anymore. Not in America, right? Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing and have a fetch millennium.